Preparing a brainstorming list is one of the early attempts to determine what key points you want to consider including in your research paper. Start listing any and all of the ideas that you know or have read about in any order they come to mind. Main ideas will be mixed among examples and major and minor detail and even irrelevant information. Anything you put on your list is correct. It's your list, your ideas, and your research. If you are generally a list maker, this method may appeal to you. The disadvantage of this method is that the ideas are in random order, and each will have to be evaluated as you continue organizing your research paper. Let's continue with our homeschooling versus public schooling research paper idea. You've read 12 sources and talked with a couple families with homeschooled children. A portion of your brainstorming list might look like this: flexibility. Don't worry about having to wear certain clothes. Disruptions. Flexible schedule. Children can progress at own rate. Segregated from other kids. This is only the start of brainstorming. But when you can't think of anything else to add to your list, then look at the items and see if any big ideas emerge. You will most likely be able to see some like ideas that you could begin to group under broader categories. In other words, you are identifying main ideas and choosing the subpoints for each main topic. For example, several of the items in the sample list seem to pertain to an increased opportunity for individuality. So let's arrange those subpoints into a modified outline format. Increased opportunity for flexibility. Now let's add 3 possible subpoints. More easily adapt to individual learning styles. Can spend more time on individual interest. And chance to progress at own rate. Each of those points from the brainstorming list would be marked off as it's used. Then another potential main category would be identified. Disadvantages, for example. These subpoints could include disruptions, segregated from other kids, must have a willing, focused parent, and must buy all materials. Some items on the list will be dropped. Maybe the cost of textbooks for all students is high. And your personal opinion about homeschooling. The ideas of more family time and the possibility of more varied experience might be combined, but more specific research will be needed to provide examples and specifics. And later you may decide to tweak your original groupings, but at least you have a starting point. This rough outline that emerges from the brainstorming list brings you another step closer to being ready to actually begin writing your research paper. The organizational pattern, areas that need more research, and ideas that need to be dropped are all beginning to emerge as you continue the process of writing that research paper.